Part 31. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 301. Suchen looked at Lu Yuanzong's attribute column. Lu Yuanzong. Negative status, serious injury, level attenuation, divine power curse, potential erosion, spiritual will weakening, qualification stripping, life withering, skill seal, attribute forbidden. Level. Qualification. Loyalty, 100, you will never regret it even if you die. Life. Magic. Attack. Defense. Skill. Equipment. I go. Seeing Lu Yuanzong's attributes, Suchen managed to avoid spitting out blood. I'm afraid I just picked up a piece of trash. Below the name of Nima, there are a series of dozens of negative states. Just now, Lu Yuanzong is still alive and kicking, playing the piano, drinking heavily, pointing fingers at the sky and the earth, bragging and spanking. It seems that this guy might have been invincible below the level of a god back then. Otherwise, just this long list of negative states, if it had been anyone else, they would have died long ago. In addition, it can also be seen from this that Tianjia is really cruel to Lu Yuanzong. Thanks to this guy's strong foundation, he can still survive until now. Seeing this guy's unyielding loyalty, Suchen said nothing not to mention, first take out 100 purple gold coins and let Lu Yuanzong swallow them. Well, he is seriously ill and needs to increase the dose of medicine. This guy is also very energetic. The pieces of purple gold coins are like chewing biscuits. It was too late. Suchen's eyelids jumped. But the effect was also excellent. System notification sounds sounded in Suchen's mind. Ding. Your servant Lu Yuanzong successfully removed the negative status, level decline. Ding. Your servant Lu Yuanzong successfully removed the negative status, divinity curse. Ding. Your servant Lu Yuanzong successfully removed the negative status, potential erosion. Ding. After dozens of negative states were lifted in succession, Lu Yuanzong's complexion turned rosy at a speed visible to the naked eye. The whole person's aura also showed a bit of etch. Lu Yuanzong was overjoyed. Pushing the golden mountain and overturning the jade pillar, he bowed to Suchen again. The gratitude is beyond words. Suchen checked Lu Yuanzong's attribute column for the second time. Lu Yuanzong. Negative status, serious injury, skill seal. Level, level 3. Qualification, 2 stars. Loyalty, 100, no regrets. Life, 324. Magic, 324. Attack, 30. Defense, 10. Skills, level 100 combat mastery astrology Yongxiao transformation, main god level, being sealed, broken star, main god level, being sealed, Tiangang 36 slashes, main god level, being sealed, ghosts and gods Jing, main god level, being sealed, equipment none. If he hadn't seen the main god level skill sealed behind Lu Yuanzong, Suchen would have really wanted to vomit blood. The most powerful general in heaven is actually only level 3. The qualification is only 2 stars. The attributes of his body are shockingly low. No wonder this guy couldn't wait to sign a master-servant contract with him. If this continues, this guy will be eroded to death by various negative states within 2 days. At the same time, Suchen also understood why this guy had been living in seclusion in the house and not going out. With this attribute, any monster can catch him to death if he goes out. Let's upgrade first. A level 3 servant is too shameless to take him out to meet people. Suchen raised his hand to extract the experience value from the experience storage tank and poured it into Lu Yuanzong's body. Ding. Congratulations. Your servant Lu Yuanzong has been promoted to level 4. Qualification upgraded to 3 stars. I go. Just after being promoted to a level, this guy has actually improved his qualifications by 1-star level. Shouldn't he just upgrade his 1-star qualification by leveling up? If that's the case, wouldn't there be hope for this guy to regain his qualification as the number 1 divine general in the heavens? When he thought that he would have an invincible top-level Lord God as a servant in the future, Suchen began to secretly look forward to it. Continue to infuse experience. Ding. Congratulations. Your servant Lu Yuanzong has reached level 5. Qualification upgraded to 4 stars. Ding. Congratulations. Your servant Lu Yuanzong has reached level 6. Qualification upgraded to 5 stars. Ding. Congratulations. Your servant Lu Yuanzong has reached level 7. Qualification upgraded to 6 stars. Ding. Ding. Congratulations. Your servant Lu Yuanzong has reached level 100. Qualification increased to 99 stars. Ding. Upgrade failed. To continue improving, you need to open the post-game expansion pack and obtain Heart of the Strong *28. After spending a full 10 billion experience points, Suchen raised Lu Yuanzong's level all the way to level 100. His qualifications also soared to 99 stars, 2 or 3 times higher than Black Dragon Ji Mengli and Umbrella Girl Yingying. Watched again. Lower attributes. HP increased to 300,000, attack and defense reached 70,000 and 10,000 respectively. 99-star qualification. Logically speaking, level 100 has more than these attributes. Suchen frowned. You know, Ji Mengli, who has 35-star qualifications, has 400,000 health points at level 50, and her attack and defense numbers are 100,000 and 50,000 respectively. Lu Yuanzong's attributes are at most a little stronger than the level 30 Bawang Dragon Knight, and he doesn't have the powerful skills of the Bawang Dragon Knight. Could it be that this guy still has 2 negative statuses that have not been lifted? Suchen looked at Lu Yuanzong and asked, Yuan, how can you relieve your serious injury and skill seal status? Lu Yuanzong also understood that his current strength was really too much to look at. He quickly replied, my lord, Yuanzong's injuries are mainly caused by spiritual damage. Now that my qualifications and potential have been restored, it only takes 1,000 years for me to regain my peak strength. 1,000 years. What the hell do you want? I'll wait for you for 1,000 years, and the daylily will be completely cold. Suchen said angrily, is there any way to recover quickly? Is there a quick recovery? There is one too. If I can restore the integrity of my God General token, I can regain 10% of my strength. In addition, if I take a bite of the Xiantian Dao fruit enshrined by the Xiantian Dao sect, I can immediately restore 10% of my strength. The Xiantian Dao sect is one of the agent forces of the Heaven Realm in the Divine Continent. Its counterpart is the Heaven Realm's Xiantian Tianjun, who is also the main god of the party. Let Suchen attack the Xiantian Dao sect now and take the Xiantian Dao fruit. Just like attacking the Church of Light, it is difficult to do. I can only wait for one more day. Fusion of the God General token requires 5 Super God level fusions. I only have 3 times now. When the God General's token is restored and Lu Yuanzong's strength reaches 10% of its peak state, at that time, with this guy here, I won't be afraid of the main God level projection of the agent forces of the 6 realms. Even, you can rely on the time and space fortress to carry out sneak attacks and defeat the agent forces of the 6 realms one by one. Thinking of this, Suchen stood up and led Lu Yuanzong out of the house. Master. Humair was extremely surprised when she saw her master walking out of the courtyard for the first time in many years. Lu Yuanzong followed Suchen and nodded, then in the shocked and astonished eyes of all the players, he pointed at Suchen and said to Humair, well, hurry up and pay homage to the master. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 302. Humair was shocked. He looked at Suchen and then at his master. He was a little at a loss and said, "Master." It took less than half an hour for Suchen to go in. How come she became her master when she came out? Seeing that Lu Yuanzong was about to change his expression, Humayer's heart skipped a beat and she quickly bowed to Suchen and said, "Little fox, pay homage to the master." Suchen did not shy away and accepted the gift gracefully. Hundreds of players around were in an uproar. A legendary NPC actually worships a player as his master, etc. This middle-aged male NPC, the idea above his head, turned out to be a god-level master of job transfer. Humayer calls the clergy master her master, and calls the Junlin boss her master. So isn't the Junlin boss, the clergy master's master? I'm a little dizzy. Isn't now the time to do the second job transfer mission? How come the boss of King's Landing has become the master of the clergy master? Who transfers jobs to whom? Absolute breaking news. Damn it, Junlin killed the god, and he actually accepted a clerical master as his apprentice. From now on, god-level professions will not be obtained casually. Grass. It's so shocking. We are still nervously handing over tasks to Humayer, the second time transfer master. They have already accepted Humayer's master as their apprentice. How can we still have fun? Suchen ignored these screaming players. If these people knew that the priestly master Lu Yuanzong was not his disciple, but his slave, their eyes would probably pop out. Suchen clasped his hands behind his back and led following Lu Yuanzong. She walked towards the teleportation formation Yiyuran. Humayer bowed respectfully to the retreating figures of Suchen and Lu Yuanzong. After a long time, a player suddenly exclaimed, "Wait a minute. The boss of King's Landing took away the clergy master, so how do we get the god-level job transfer mission in the future?" This shout immediately made the hearts of all the elite players jump. But soon a player sneered, "Save it. Returning to the god-level job transfer mission, is that what you should be thinking about? First complete the nightmare-level Young Titan Book of Defeat mission, and then worry about this." Meyer, who was distributing tasks, heard this and sneered. The Young Titan Book of Defeat mission has been cancelled, and the new nightmare-level mission will have to wait for another day to be refreshed. Don't ask why, you are not qualified. The entire Titan clan was taken away by the master, and he even did the ridiculous Young Titan Book of Defeat mission. All the players were surprised and aggrieved. I can't remember how many times they were mercilessly hit by Humayer. I can only queue up obediently, and upload the scene that just happened to the built-in forum of the online game as quickly as possible. Soon, each video was clicked and forwarded crazily on the forum. The player who asked second job transfer master Humayer to call him master turned out to be him. A god-level master of job transfer appears in Jingtao City. He actually became a disciple of the boss of King's Landing. The god of death comes to recreate the famous scene. Second turn master. Transformed into a master. Under each video, countless comments are added every moment. Among them, "Mom asked me why I knelt down to watch the video" was the comment with the most likes and add ones. Suchen returned to Longcheng and first arranged for Lu Yuanzong to be a priest master in Longcheng. Of course, it is only for players of the three major guilds, Fire Phoenix, Jialan Temple, and Star. As for whether these players can receive or complete priestly missions, he doesn't care. Then, Suchen came to the secret realm of the Imperial City. Ji Mengli and Yingying were still sleeping, and the two women's bodies were completely wrapped in crystals. Waves of heart-stopping aura were slowly shaking out from inside the crystal. Suchen thought for a while. First take out a heart of divine power and merge it with the god-level career improvement card. Restoring Lu Yuanzong's God General token requires 5 super god level fusions. Even if you consume it once now, 2 add 3, you can have 5 times tomorrow. Ding. Consumes the number of super god level fusions *1. In the process of merging. Fusion successful. Congratulations on getting the General Level Career Improvement card *1. The fusion process was surprisingly smooth. Suchen looked at the card in his hand, and the colorful colors almost condensed into a small sundae. He chose to use it immediately. Ding! The player Junlin used the General Level Professional Promotion card *1 to successfully upgrade the legendary level profession Dragon Shadow Madness to the General Level Profession True Dragon Madness. Ding! Your General Level Profession True Dragon Fighting exclusive skill Sister Shadow Clone has been upgraded to General Level. The attributes of the clone are increased by 100%. And get 3 chances to withstand fatal blows every day. Ding! Your General Level Profession True Dragon Fighting exclusive skill Dragon Vision has been upgraded to General Level. The player Junlin increases the critical hit rate to 100% against units with God level and below strength, and will definitely hit a critical hit. God level critical hit rate 50%. Divine level critical hit rate 30%. Ding! Your General Level Profession True Dragon Fighting will increase your qualification level by an additional 46 points. Seeing the new True Dragon Fighting professional attributes, Suchen couldn't help but curl up his lips. This wave of fusion is not a loss. After the career was upgraded to the General God level, the clone attributes were doubled. Mengli and Yingying are still in the process of sleeping and evolving. When they wake up, their strength will definitely increase dramatically. In addition, the attributes of the clones are now doubled. I wonder if they will be able to resist gods and demons. Suchen was secretly looking forward to it. In addition, the career-specific skill Dragon Vision has also been greatly improved. Below the main god level, Suchen can hit 100% critical hits. You must know that his current critical hit is not double the critical hit of ordinary players. Instead, it is 2 to 5 times the critical hit damage after being blessed by the Shura Strike skill. If you are below the main god level, you will definitely get a critical hit. Even if he is the main god, he can still have a critical hit rate of 50%. Even the God Lord has a critical hit rate of 30%. Haha! Critical strikes with swords, this is what a professional warrior should have. Suchen laughed. In addition, the True Dragon Crazy Fight profession also provides 46 qualification star blessings. The previous legendary profession Dragon Shadow Crazy Fight only had 1 qualification star blessing. In this way, Suchen's current aptitude has reached the terrifying 1050 points. Just as he was excited, a big red announcement font floated in front of Suchen's eyes, followed by 2 consecutive system prompts. Ding! Server-wide announcement. Player Junlin becomes the first God-level professional player in the entire server. Get bonus free attribute points *100. The reputation value of towns in all servers is at 1000. Ding! Congratulations on successfully completing your second job transfer. Automatically accept large-scale global missions, Total War. Please choose the camp you want to join, 6 Realms Camp or Free and Independent Camp. Suchen didn't even think about it and chose Freedom and Independence Camp without hesitation. Ding! You have successfully chosen to join the Free and Independent Camp. Detailed information about the camp can be viewed in the camp column. Ding! Your actions are hostile to the 6 Realms Camp. Has been listed as a mortal enemy by the 6 Realms faction. Ding! 6 Realms Camp is detecting your location. Time and Space Fortress location information is about to be exposed. The exposure time countdown is 1 minute. Please take covert measures as soon as possible. Hearing the system prompt, Suchen was shocked. Damn it! These 6 Realms agent forces actually started to explore my location so quickly. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 303. Suchen did not doubt that the Six Realms camp had the ability to detect his location. The Pope of the Church of Light possesses great prophecy. You can predict what will happen in the future in advance. The last time he went to steal the broken gold ore, Suchen had already learned a lesson. Agent forces from other walks of life must also have their own perception techniques. For example, the Heaven Realm agent force must also have the same astrology divination skills as Lu Yuan's own. As for Suchen's time and space fortress, Ying Ying only used a magical film to achieve a layer of visual invisibility. The heavenly universe formation also only has a defensive function. None of these can shield outside detection. What's more, the level 1 independent space created by Heart of Time and Space still needs to be connected to the outside world through tiny space pipes. This tiny space channel itself is easily detectable by God-level beings. Suchen now has a sense of crisis that his hometown is about to be hit with a flash bomb by the enemy and everything will be exposed. I wonder if improving Heart of Time and Space will have the ability to block outside detection. Suchen took out 2,230 time and space crystals dug in the ancient mountains and placed them all around the 10-meter diameter large sphere Heart of Time and Space. Buzz. The Heart of Time and Space, which had been silent all this time, felt the power of the time and space crystal and was slightly shocked. Then it exploded suddenly, revealing countless tiny space-time chips inside. Each space-time chip is intricately connected to other chips. It's like a three-dimensional circuit board, extremely complicated. The diameter of the exploded Heart of Time and Space reached 100 meters. Instantly absorb all the power in the time and space crystal. Ding! Your Heart of Time and Space has obtained time and space crystal *2230 unit energy input and is being upgraded. The countless chips inside the Heart of Time and Space bloom into brilliant blue light of the starry sky. Just like cell proliferation, there are more and more space-time chips inside. In less than 3 seconds, the number more than tripled. Click. When the space-time chips stopped multiplying, the exploding heart of space-time suddenly shrank. It reorganized into a large ball with a diameter of more than 20 meters. Ding! Congratulations! Your elementary Heart of Time and Space has been successfully upgraded to the intermediate level. Level 1 space stability has been upgraded to level 2. Level 1 multiple spaces has been upgraded to level 2. Level 1 time control has been upgraded to level 2. Ding! Your intermediate level Heart of Time and Space gains a new skill, level 1 time and space shield. Space-time shielding. Hear these words. Suchen quickly checked the current properties of the Heart of Time and Space. Intermediate level Heart of Time and Space. 230/20,000. Grade, Ancient level. Occupied by, King's Landing. Function. Level 2 space stability, can increase the defense value and durability of the Time and Space Fortress by 200%. The Time and Space Fortress has a maximum durability of *2% self-recovery capability per second. Level 2 multiple spaces, a maximum of 20 independent spaces of 1,000 meters can be created. The independent spaces need to be briefly connected to the outside world every 3 days to obtain oxygen, elemental energy, etc. needed for life to survive. Level 2 time control. You can fine-tune the internal time in an independent space, speeding up or slowing down the time flow by 2 times. Level 1 time and space shield. When turned on, the Time and Space Fortress can block any form of perception and detection at God level and below. Description: your Heart of Time and Space is still too weak. If you can absorb enough time and space crystals, it will bring you even greater surprises. Seeing the attribute description of Time and Space Shield, Suchen quickly chose to turn it on. Heart of Time and Space trembled slightly. Instantly, outside the divine film of Time and Space Fortress, another layer of transparent space-time film was wrapped. Ding! Time and Space Shield successfully opened. Ding! Time and space shield successfully blocked Light Church's exploration. Ding. Time and space shield successfully blocked the exploration of Xiantiandao sect. Ding. Time and space shield successfully blocked the exploration of Jade Dragon Temple. Ding. Ding. The exploration of the Six Realms camp was blocked by Time and Space Shield. Your Time and Space Fortress location information is temporarily safe. Hearing the last system prompt, Suchen let out a long sigh of relief. Damn it, I just chose a camp, and it attracted investigations from 7 or 8 factions from the Six Realms. Are these guys really paying so much attention to me? Actually, Suchen is overly worried. At the beginning of the all-out war, this is the time when the agent forces of the Six Realms comprehensively investigate all the hostile forces in the entire God's domain. The exploration of the Time and Space Fortress is just a joint one. The so-called knowing yourself and the enemy, knowing everything the battle is victorious. What they really want to explore are the 7 free principalities of mankind, as well as the elves, orcs, dwarves, titans, and some dragon tribes, elemental tribes, sea tribes, etc. that are not under the Six Realms. As for the players, except for Suchen little prickly head, others really don't take it to heart. Total war is no joke. This time, the agent forces of the Six Realms plan to accomplish their feats in one battle, taking control of the entire divine continent in one fell swoop and enslaving all races. Suchen opened the camp column in the game. It was discovered that he is currently the only player in the free and independent camp. In terms of power, there are his Dragon City, as well as Ratchet City and Titan King City attached to Dragon City. Other NPC forces include the 7 human principalities, the Elf Royal Court, the Dwarves, etc. In the Six Realm camp, in addition to the 30 major Six Realm agent forces such as the Church of Light and the Dark Temple, there are more than 20 other small Six Realm agent forces. In addition, some dragon tribes, elemental tribes, sea tribes, etc. are also attached to the agent forces of the Six Realms and become part of the Six Realms camp. It seems that Levaden does not fully control the power of the Endless Sea. Although Levaden could use his pressure to forcefully drive the Sea Clan. However, some sea tribes who are attached to the agent forces of the Six Realms can choose to work as foreigners in the face of Levaden's pressure. Just like the last sea tribe invasion plot, the only one who finally attacked Dragon City was the Arctic Mosasaurus, a god-level sea tribe. The other 2 god-level sea clans did not appear. It is obviously still on the way and passive and slow in work. But this can't be blamed on Levaden. After all, this guy has been sealed for so many years. It's normal for his subordinates to be disobedient. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 304. Turning off the faction column, Suchen carefully looked at the heart of time and space that had been upgraded to the intermediate level again. Looking at the extra number, 230/20,000, Suchen understood. It seems that the heart of time and space has just been upgraded and consumed a full 2,000 time and space crystals. If you want to continue to upgrade, you will need to collect 20,000 time and space crystals next time. Level 1 time and space shield can only block god level detection at best. It should be enough to block major agent forces for the time being. But when you enter the Tianyuan land in the later stages of the game, it will definitely not be enough, and you need to continue to improve. In addition, spatial stability, the effect of time control, has been doubled on the original basis. Multiple spaces can create 20 kilometers of independent spaces, and only needs 3 days to briefly exchange air and energy with the outside world, greatly improving the concealment of the independent space. Seeing this, Suchen clicked on the skill bar of Heart of Time and Space. Start level 2 multiple spaces. Ding. An independent space is about to be created. Please determine the number and location of the independent space. 20. With myself as the center, arranged in a 4*5 array. Ding. Create success. This independent space briefly absorbs outside air and elemental energy once every 3 days. Please be careful to guard against outside exploration. 20 neatly arranged thousands meter cubic huge independent spaces immediately appeared around Suchen. Black Dragon Ji Mengli and Umbrella Girl Yingying were placed in one of the spaces by Suchen. Looking at the empty and huge independent space, Suchen Chen frowned slightly. This kind of space is not very efficient. Well, let's see if we can divide it into small rooms. Suchen tried to control an independent space. It was immediately discovered that he was in an independent space, equivalent to a creator god, and could change everything inside the space at will. With a thought, this empty independent space immediately turned into a small space with a height of 100 floors and 10 meters. 10,000 Dragon Knights were summoned from the Dragon General space and placed into these spaces in layers, but only 2 floors were occupied. Moreover, the positions between the Dragon Knights are not crowded. Seeing this situation, Suchen was overjoyed. In this way, even if I summon 100,000 or 1,000,000 Dragon Knights, I can put them all into an independent space and double the time acceleration. In the future, whether it is evolving the God Devil level Dragon Knight or the artifact Unparalleled Crown, the daily 1% attack and defense increase for the commander's troops will be accelerated. Suchen immediately chose to double the time acceleration. Unexpectedly, only 1 minute passed. The aura of 1,000 Dragon Knights in the field suddenly surged. Gorgeous colorful streams of light bloomed all over their bodies. Each one looked like a god or demon coming to the world, roaring to the sky. Ding! Congratulations on your Dragon Knight *1000, successfully completing the evolution to the God Demon level. Qualification increased to 100 stars. Acquire a new skill Physique of Gods and Demons. Seeing this sudden change, Suchen was surprised and happy. 5 days have come and these Dragon Knights have completed their evolution. At that moment, he quickly checked the attributes of these God Demon level Dragon Knights. God Demon Dragon Knight. Level, 40. Race, Human Race. Qualification, 100 stars. Loyalty, 100, no regrets even if you die. Life, 800,000/800,000. Magic, 40,000/40,000. Attack, 200,000. Defense, 80,000. Skills, Marksmanship level 20, Morale level 20, Unyielding Will united as one Charged Dragon Affinity Physique of Gods and Demons. Equipment, Level 1 Advanced Dragon Rider Evolution Armor. Damn it! The attributes directly increased by more than 20 times. Even stronger than the level 40 Bawang Dragon Knight. With 800,000 health, 200,000 attack, and 80,000 defense, which player dares to touch the Divine Dragon Knight? And this is only level 40. If it is upgraded to level 100 or 200, that will be the real terror. This is the Dragon Knight who can compete with gods and demons in the land of Tianyuan. Suchen was overjoyed. However, the qualifications of the 8 Desolate Dragon Knights have only been raised to 40 stars, and they are still growing. Although the attributes of the Divine Demon Dragon Knights are surpassed now, the qualifications of the 8 Desolate Dragon Knights will be raised to 100 stars in the future. Above, it is normal to overtake or even far surpass the attributes of the Divine Demon Dragon Knight. Huh? He also awakened a new skill Physique of Gods and Demons. Suchen looked at the new skills of this Divine Dragon Knight. Skills, Physique of Gods and Demons. Level, God level, colorful, passive skills. In non-combat state, recover 1% of blood volume every second. In combat mode, restore 0.1% blood volume per second. It turns out to be a blood regeneration skill, not bad. From now on, my God Demon Dragon Knight doesn't need to worry about me, he can regenerate blood by himself. Seeing the power of the divine and demonic dragon knights, Suchen's eyes fell on the remaining 9,000 ordinary dragon knights. At that moment, he stretched out his hand from the mother of divine power. 9,000 hearts of divine power in breeding, they all flew around him. Then he shot them one by one into the helmets worn by these 9,000 ordinary dragon knights. At the same time, the mother of divine power, which was originally as bright as a galaxy, immediately became dim. Recondensed knew it will take some time for the heart of divine power to ding. Your Dragon Knight * 9000 is evolving. Current evolution time, 5 days. Evolution goal, 100-star qualification, God Demon level Dragon Knight. Although the system prompts that the evolution time takes 5 days. But in this independent space where time is accelerated by 2 times, the actual time required is less than 2 days to complete all evolutions. Suchen's current Dragon General level has reached level 5. Logically speaking, 100,000 Dragon Knights can be recruited. However, the current experience points in the Mother of Divine Power and the experience storage tank cannot satisfy the evolution and upgrade of such a large number of Dragon Knights and Golden Dragon mounts. Let's wait for a while first. After doing this, Suchen took out 15 pieces of demigod level equipment from the backpack space. These equipments were all erupted from the 100 demigod level Lord Boss Ancient Terror Beast. The equipment level is all level 100, and Suchen plans to fuse it with all the equipment on his body. In case he is already level 100, he is still wearing level 12, 15, and 30 equipment. In addition, G. Mengli's level 10 instant strike gloves can also be fused together. Just as he was preparing to fuse, a system prompt suddenly sounded in my mind. Warn. The God level hidden mission Ancient Wind, 2, is about to reach the mission time limit, and the current mission time countdown is 2 hours. The legendary NPC Gongshaban is on the verge of death. Please go to the Magic Island in the Endless Sea as soon as possible to save Gongshaban. I wipe it? What's the situation? Why is that old man from the public transportation team on the verge of death? Suchen was stunned when he heard this. Now I quickly looked at this task in the taskbar. I go. So many task reminders have been accumulated. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 305. Mission tip, your level has successfully reached level 60, please go to the Magic Island in the Endless Sea. The legendary NPC Gongshaban will give you a big surprise. Click on the mission link to be instantly transferred to Magic Island. Mission tip, your level has successfully reached level 70. Please go to the Magic Island in the Endless Sea as soon as possible. The legendary NPC Gongshaban is besieged by the men of the god-level Lord Boss Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera entrenched in Demon Island, and the situation is critical. Mission tip, your level has successfully reached level 80. Please go to the Magic Island in the Endless Sea as soon as possible. The legendary NPC Gongshaban was sealed by the god-level Lord Boss Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera, and the ancient bloodline in his body was extracted. The situation is critical, please go to the rescue quickly. Mission tip, your level has successfully reached level 90. Please go to the Magic Island in the Endless Sea as soon as possible. The legendary NPC Gongshaban is on the verge of death, please rescue him quickly. Mission tip, your level has successfully reached level 100, please go to the Endless Sea as soon as possible. Magic Island. The legendary NPC Gongshaban is on the verge of death. The current mission time countdown is 18 hours. Please go to the rescue quickly. Warn. The god-level hidden mission Ancient Wind, 2, is about to reach the mission time limit, and the current mission time countdown is 2 hours. After the time limit is exceeded, the task will be permanently lost. Suchen. I go. Co-author yesterday, when my clones G Mengli and Yingying were doing a crazy level up with me, there was still such a long list of mission reminders. Suchen said that the upgrade was so exciting and the notification sound was so loud that he didn't hear it at all. Thinking about the old man Gongshaban who helped him a lot and asked for nothing in return, such a good old man couldn't let him die so quickly. Suchen quickly brought the 8 desolate dragon knights and the 1,000 god demonic dragon knights into the dragon general space. Then clicked the mission link to transfer Magic Island. With a buzz, he disappeared into the secret realm of the Imperial City. Ding! Congratulations on discovering the new map Magic Island. Gain experience points *1000. Ding! You have arrived at Magic Island. Please pretend to be a slave on the Magic Island, blend in, take the opportunity to enter the Naga Imperial City, and save the legendary NPC Gongshaban. The cold sea breeze blew on my face, stinging like a knife. Suchen opened his eyes and found himself on a huge island. Surrounded by hundreds of slaves, they carried goods to the island from the pirate ships docked next to the harbor. The ferocious Naga fish monsters were waving their whips and beating the slaves, cursing in harsh Sea Clan language. Most of these slaves were civilians snatched by pirates from the coasts of the gods' continent. There are only a few pirates who annexed each other and captured pirate slaves. Damn stupid mainland bugs, hurry up. If you delay the Queen's grand ceremony, I'll feed you to the fishes. Pa! A long whip flew past the corner of Suchen's clothes and hit a ragged beast tribe Tauran slave next to him. The latter grunted, suppressing the anger in his chest, and sped up. Transport speed. Hello. That mainland bug. Where to look? I am talking about you. Why don't you have any goods with you? If you dare to be lazy in front of me, you are seeking death. A Naga fish demon, waving a whip and screaming at Suchen. Suchen ignored it and continued to look around. Although the task prompt asked him to pretend to be a slave and take the opportunity to sneak into the Naga Imperial City. But he couldn't even reach the Titan City. With everything included in the Dendrobium, do you still need to spend a lot of effort to sneak into the Naga Imperial City? Just push it flat. Just about to summon the Dragon Knight in the space. Next to him, there is an ID above his head. Magic Island slave Roy, a middle-aged human slave, suddenly grabbed Suchen and ran towards the harbor pier. Grown-ups. Let's move now. Go now. The middle-aged human slave smiled flatteringly at the Naga fish demon and whispered to Suchen. Don't show off, move quickly if you want to survive. Seeing that the Naga fish demon did not come after him, Roy, the slave of the demon island, breathed a sigh of relief. He walked quickly and whispered to Suchen. Little brother, are you just here? Looking at you like this, you must have been lucky and didn't get beaten up by the pirates along the way. Alas, you are still young, so don't go against these ferocious Naga fish monsters. Remember, living is more important than anything else. As Roy said this, he reluctantly took out a piece of dried fish fillet from his arms and quickly stuffed it into Suchen's hand. Stop looking around. Eat, only when you are full can you have the strength to work and live. Maybe, you will be able to see your family in your lifetime. Speaking of which, my lovely brother should look like you now. He's taller, right? Roy pretended to be casual, waved his tattered sleeves, quickly wiped away the tears from the corners of his eyes, and hurried towards the dock. Suchen held the rancid dried fish in his hand, looked at Roy's skinny back, and his grey hair even though he was middle-aged, and staggered on his way. For a moment, he actually stayed in place. There was something strange in my heart, which was touched by the Magic Island slave in this game. In the whole world, only Suchen knew that since the online game God's domain was out of control, the characters in the game were no different from real people. In other words, the slave in front of me, who is hungry and wants to give dried fish to him, is actually a living person. Suchen solemnly put the piece of rancid dried fish into his space backpack. Then he shouted to the Demon Island slave Roy, thank you for the dried fish. Don't worry, you will return to your hometown. Suchen's shout was extremely harsh on the busy dock. For a moment, all the slaves and Naga fish demons looked over. Roy, the slave of the demon island, was in a state of shock. He looked at Suchen with a horrified face and waved his arms desperately to press down, signaling Suchen not to disturb the fish monsters. But it was too late. A particularly strong Naga fish demon drew out the bone-chilling fish knife from its waist and charged towards him with a roar. "Idiot! Who gave you the courage to make noise? Are you tired of eating too much horse manure from China?" The bone-chilling fish knife flashed a sharp cold light and stabbed at Suchen. Slave Roy's face was full of horror, and he screamed and rushed over, protected Suchen, knelt on the ground and begged the Naga fish demon for mercy. "Grown-ups! Spare your life. Forgive him for being young. Look at him, he is strong and powerful. If you keep him, he can carry more goods for you. Please forgive me." Roy kept kowtowing. "Roll." The Naga fish demon kicked Roy away, just like kicking away a rag bag. He flew more than 10 meters away and landed on the ground. He didn't know whether he was alive or dead. Then he stared at Suchen fiercely, holding a sharp fish knife on his head. On Suchen's neck, he said angrily, "Idiot! Explain. What gave you the courage to look directly at me?" As the lowest level of the Naga clan, the Naga fish demons can only find their sense of superiority in these slaves. But the indifferent and indifferent eyes of the human youth in front of him gave him a feeling of facing the humble and humiliating feeling of a Naga noble. No. Even when facing the Naga queen, I have never felt so humble. The Naga fish demon swore that it would make this human youth cry and beg for mercy before he died, and then he died in infinite fear. But who knew that the human youth in front of him not only had no fear at all, but instead curled up his lips and smiled. Then he crisply snapped his fingers in front of it. Court death. The Naga fish demon was furious and was about to kill this unruly human youth with a knife. Suddenly, something extremely large and heavy crashed down around him. At the same time, a terrifying murderous aura like an abyss suddenly filled the entire place. See General. Thousands of gods and demon dragon knights, led by the first 8 Desolation Dragon Knight, rode a 50-meter-long giant golden dragon, beat their chests and saluted Suchen, and shouted loudly. "You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion." Author, 7 years. Chapter 306. This extremely shocking scene came too suddenly. 1,000 divine and demonic dragon knights riding the mighty golden dragon suddenly occupied the entire dock. Among them were several golden dragon mounts of the god and demon dragon riders. Because they had no space, they stepped directly on the pirate ship. The huge weight directly pressed the entire ship's waterline to the limit. Whether it was the powerful pressure of the level 50 golden dragon or the terrifying aura of the divine and demonic dragon riders, all the pirates on the ship were silenced. These pirates, the cruelest and most fearless pirates on the sea, stood frozen in place in the face of these terrifying existences, not even daring to breathe. As for the Naga fish monsters who oversee the work on the dock, they are particularly sensitive to the breath of the dragon. The moment the god devil dragon rider appeared, they were immediately crushed to the ground by the extremely terrifying pressure of the golden dragon. The golden dragon is the highest-ranking dragon species. How can it be resisted by the lowest sea race like the Naga fish demon? But the scariest thing is, whether it was the thousands of top-level golden dragons in the field or the god-demon level dragon knights, they all saluted a young human man. He calls himself a general. Bang! The bone fish knife resting on Suchen's shoulder fell to the ground. The Naga fish demon, who was so menacing and murderous just now, turned its protruding fish eyes with great difficulty. Huge golden dragons were breathing fiery breath and glaring at it fiercely. Almost half of the pressure in the field was covered with it. This strong Naga fish demon suddenly twitched and straightened up, rolled his eyes, and fell to the ground dead. Ding. You're scared to death Naga Fish Demon *1. Gain experience points *213. Ding. Task tip, your reckless behavior alerted other Naga Fish Demon overseers on the dock. Even if you have the ability to kill them, it will stimulate these fish demon overseers to call the police to the Naga Imperial City. Please flee the scene as soon as possible and find other ways to sneak into the Imperial City. You hear a system beep. Suchen smiled coldly, looked around, and asked these Naga fish demon supervisors in the common language of the Sea tribe. I heard that you want to warn the Imperial City. Suddenly, all the Naga fish demons in the field shook their heads wildly, not even daring to collapse any of them. Ding. Mission tips, your legendary power has actually controlled all the Naga fish demon overseers on the dock, making them obey your orders. This is an excellent opportunity. By controlling these Naga fish demon overseers, you have at least a 50% chance of deceiving the city gate guards and entering the Naga Imperial City. Suchen curled his lips and ignored the mission prompt. A thought came to his mind. Dozens of divine and demonic dragon knights in the field controlled the golden dragon beneath him and stepped on it. Byaji. Dozens of silent Naga fish demons, all of them he was trampled into a ball of green plasma. Killing prompts sounded continuously. Ding. Mission tip, your behavior is puzzling. The death of the Naga fish demon will soon attract the attention of the patrolling Naga elite guards. Please flee the scene as soon as possible and find other ways to sneak into the Imperial City. Suchen walked straight to the dock. Slave Roy was lying on the ground with his eyes closed and his face pale. It was obvious that the Naga fish demon's kick had brought him to the brink of death, as he had been malnourished and abused for a long time. The health bar above his head only has 3 points left. Suchen sighed, used the devil blood bottle that had not been used for a long time, and raised his hand to fill up his blood. Roy woke up quickly. Looking at Suchen, his eyes were full of surprises. It's great that you're okay. Wait, what happened just now? Why do I feel so much better? Those Naga fish demons. Roy wanted to say something else. He was looking for the fish demon overseer timidly, but suddenly saw the huge golden dragons occupying the dock. His eyes widened and he was speechless in horror. Suchen smiled and said, "Thank you for your kindness just now. A full-scale war is about to begin on the Divine Continent, and it is not a good place. After I push the Naga Imperial City, you can settle on this magic island for a while. When the mainland calms down, you can find a chance to go back." Roy opened his mouth, but couldn't make any sound. Although he didn't understand what Suchen meant, what pushed the Naga Imperial City, but from the awe-inspiring eyes of those dragon knights with terrifying auras looking at Suchen, he still understood. He noticed something. For a moment, Roy's mouth was dry and his heart was beating rapidly. This person who is the same age as my brother is, actually a big shot with such terrifying strength. Even the dragon surrendered to him. Suchen turned his head and looked at the huge Naga Imperial City towering in the center of the magic island. He drew out the heavy sword from his waist and pointed his finger diagonally. Attack! Boom! The thousand-headed golden dragon suddenly stepped on it, its huge wings flapped vigorously, and the god and demon dragon rider carrying it immediately jumped into the air. The pirate ship was even stepped directly into the seabed by the golden dragon. Countless pirates screamed in fear and dived, desperately trying to reach the shore. Swim away! Ang! The high-pitched dragon roar immediately resounded throughout the entire demonic island. 1,000 gods and demons dragon knights, led by the 8 desolate dragon knights, rushed toward the Naga Imperial City. Like a golden cloud, cast a huge shadow on the ground. Ding! Mission tip, you actually chose to attack the Naga Imperial City. Your reckless behavior alarmed the Naga Imperial City guards. Ding! Warn! Your reckless behavior alerted the guard Naga Siren. Ding! Warn. Your reckless behavior alerted the guard in charge of the Naga Coiled Snake Tower. The Naga Imperial City Guards and Naga Sirens are just level 70 or even 80 elite monsters. Even the Naga Coiled Snake Tower scattered around the Naga Imperial City only has the same attack and defense capabilities as ordinary mage towers. None of them are a single enemy of the Divine Demon Dragon Knight, and they can't even break through their defenses. Suchan ignored the mission warning and stepped forward casually. The figure flashed directly to the front of Naga Imperial City. Dang, dang, dang. Facing the attack of thousands of golden dragons, a huge alarm bell soon sounded in the Naga Imperial City. Countless Naga Imperial City Guards and Naga Sirens swarmed towards the city. On hundreds of Naga Coiled Snake Towers, the giant long snakes coiled on the towers stretched out their snake heads, opened their huge mouths, and spit out clusters of lightning at the golden dragon in the air. Naga Siren began to chant a spell and prepared to use the tornado skill. At this time, thousands of divine and demonic dragon knights, following the roar of the 8 desolate dragon knights, started to charge directly. Thousands of golden dragons descended from the sky and rushed toward the imperial city. The divine demonic dragon knight straightened the advanced version of the golden dragon spear, ignored all attacks on the city, and attacked the city directly. Minus 400,000. Minus 400,000. Minus 400,000. In an instant, 1,000 attack damage values of 400,000 points floated continuously over the Naga Imperial City. The Dragon General's Halo doubles the offense and defense, coupled with the advanced version of the true damage level Dragon Rider equipment that is integrated with Broken Gold. The 1,000-headed God and Demon Dragon Rider ignores the defense of the Naga Imperial City and directly deals super high real damage. Although Naga Imperial City is a third-level main city like Jingtao City and Dragon City, its durability is only 10 million points. How can we withstand this terrifying total of 400 million attacks? Boom! The 300-meter-high city wall suddenly collapsed. Even the guards, sea monsters, and coiled snake towers above were all destroyed. Ding! Naga Imperial City has been forcibly breached by player Junlin. Please wait for the choice of the City Lord of Naga Imperial City Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera, resist in a corner surrender city retreat and escape, time limit is 1 minute. Ding! Mission tips, your legendary power actually broke through the Naga Imperial City. But at the same time, it also completely angered Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera, and her aura was locked. The difficulty of the current mission has been increased to nightmare level, and the mission rewards have been increased. Please proceed with caution. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 307. Naga Imperial City, inside the huge Queen's Palace. A large magic circle has been operating continuously for 16 hours. Hundreds of Naga Siren elders were sitting around, controlling the magic circle. The legendary NPC Gongshaban was fixed in the center of the magic circle by the petrification technique. Wisps of silver blood, exuding the aura of ancient times, were forcibly extracted from Gongshuban's body by the magic circle. Then they gathered at the top of the magic circle. Gradually it has condensed into a small silver ball the size of an egg. The kilometer-long Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera, with a long snake tail coiled around her body, stood in front of the magic circle, staring closely at the silver ball above the magic circle, her vertical pupils filled with color of greed. Unexpectedly, there is still ancient bloodline left in this world. It's really hard to find anywhere after wearing iron shoes, and it takes no effort to get it. Smoke it. Drain it. Pull out your ancient bloodline and donate it to the Jade Dragon God. He will definitely give me more powerful divine power. At this moment, the entire palace suddenly shook. Even the magic circle was forced to stop. 100-meter-tall Naga royal guard rushed to the entrance of the palace and said in panic, "Your Majesty the Queen, the imperial city has been breached." Queen Naga's terrifying god-level aura instantly filled the whole place. The long hair on her head spread out, and she made a sharp hissing sound. When she looked closer, she saw that the long hair turned out to be thousands of thin snakes, swallowing snake messages and opening her mouth. Neighing, terrifying, and abnormal. Who? How dare you attack the Emperor's imperial city? The extreme cold Mosasaurus is dead. Could it be that guy from the soul-eating sea demon? Queen Naga stared fiercely with her vertical pupils. She immediately shot out 2 bolts of lightning, penetrating the palace and scanning the entire magic island. Immediately, thousands of divine and demonic dragon knights riding golden dragons appeared in her eyes. That familiar aura immediately made Queen Naga change her face in horror. The kilometer-long body trembled wildly. Gods and demons dragon riders. The great Yan Empire, that invincible divine and demonic dragon rider. Wasn't he already dead? Why are there still gods and demons dragon riders appearing? At this moment, Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera just wants to run away immediately and doesn't want to stay for a moment. The Qing Emperor from thousands of years ago left a deep impression on Naga Queen Ashera. Those who wait for Zhang Tianxi will never forget the existence of Midi in her life. As a god-level existence, Queen Naga is a royal existence in the endless sea. Then in front of Qing Emperor, she is not even an ant, she is insignificant. Like a mote of dust. The fear of this invincible existence has long been deeply imprinted in her bones. Wait, this smell is wrong. Just when Naga Queen Ashera was about to escape, she suddenly noticed that the aura of these 1,000-headed divine and demonic dragon riders was much weaker than expected. At the same time, these divine and demonic dragon riders were faintly related to the human youth behind them. Contact us. Hateful. The human race, who are just like ants, dare to deceive the Emperor with the divine demon dragon rider. Suddenly, the previous surge of dead souls turned into overwhelming anger and shame. Naga Queen Ashera immediately locked onto the human youth. With a swing of her long tail, she led hundreds of Naga Siren Elder, leading tens of thousands of Naga royal guards and 5,000 dragon turtles in the imperial city, angrily came to the collapsed city wall. Ding! Naga Imperial City Lord Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera, choose resistance. Please be ready for battle. Hearing the system prompt in his mind, Suchen's eyes froze slightly. His eyes swept across the surging royal guards, sea monsters, and dragon turtles. Finally, they settled on the 1,000-meter-long Poseidon Na Empress Chia Ashera. Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera. Level 200, God level Lord Boss. HP, 500 million. Attack, 30 million. Defense, 5.5 million. Skills, Thunderstorm Storm Sea Element Arctic Ray Magic Shield Multi-Showed Petrification. Description: as one of the 3 god-level beings in the Endless Sea, Naga Queen Ashera has the title of Deadly Queen. Her god-level petrification technique is not even willing to face the extreme cold Mosasaurus and the soul-eating sea demon. Is a taboo existence in the Endless Sea. Suchen checked the attributes of Queen Naga. He didn't care about her 7 powerful skills. Not to mention that he possesses life-saving semi-artifacts such as the 1,000-life Divine Ring. The adaptive resistance alone has been improved to the level of immunity to god-level attacks. As for the opponent's control skills such as petrification, a Dragon King's bloodline is directly immune. In other words, Suchen can now ignore any attacks from the god-level boss when facing him. On the contrary, it was the opponent's 3 basic attributes of life, attack, and defense that made Suchen feel happy. Well, I won't activate God Descends to Earth this time. First, I will use Battle of the 8 Wastes with 100 times attack speed. Let's see how many attributes I can plunder this time with my magical skill attribute Plunder. Suchen licked his lips. Under the confused gaze of Queen Naga, she put 1,000 divine and demonic dragon knights and 8 wild dragon knights into the dragon general's space. he was afraid that the attack of these dragon knights would be too strong and kill all the surrounding royal guards, sea monsters, dragon turtles, etc. In this case, the superiority of attack speed of slaying the 8 wastes will not be reflected. After all, this skill is within a kilometer range. The more enemy units there are, the greater the increase in attack speed and attack range. Is this guy trying to escape? The Naga Queen was shocked when she saw Suchen beckoning to collect all the dragon knights. She shouted sternly at the Naga Siren Elder beside her, "Get him! Tonight's grand ceremony, I want to make him drink." Naga Siren Elder also has the petrified skill, but it is only at the epic level. Of course, according to common sense, it is enough to deal with players like Suchen. It's a pity that Suchen is not an ordinary expert. 10 Naga Siren Elders rushed towards Suchen quickly, and at the same time, strange lights flashed in their vertical pupils, and petrified spells attacked Suchen one after another. The latter ignored all attacks, and directly flash landed on the majestic, ferocious chest of Poseidon. Naga Queen Ashera activated the magical skill Battle of the 8 Wastes, and held a heavy weight in his hand. The sword Zushan Emperor instantly turned into a continuous afterimage. 2x crit, minus 243,345. 4x crit, minus 486,691. 2x critical hit, minus 254,203. 5x critical hit, minus 608,364. Because the exclusive skill Dragon Vision of the God level True Dragon Fighting is added. Suchen's sword hit critically. Poseidon, Naga Queen, Ashera. The damage figures above her head instantly stacked up into a dense mass. At the same time, a series of system prompts appeared in Suchen's mind. Ding! Congratulations on successfully plundering life *50,000 points. Ding! Congratulations on successfully plundering attack *3000 points. Ding! Congratulations on successfully plundering life *50,000 points. Ding! Congratulations on successfully plundering defense *550 points. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 308. The magical skill attribute Plunder. Against God-level units, the probability of successfully plundering attributes for each attack is 10%. After Suchen activated Battle of the 8 Wastes, he attacked hundreds of times in 2 seconds. The attack frequency is as high as 50 times per second. On average, you can plunder the opponent's attributes 5 times in 1 second. The skill duration of battle in the 8 Wastes is 20 seconds. In other words, Suchen can unscrupulously plunder the opponent's attributes hundreds of times. Because of Suchen's high-frequency attacks, Naga Queen Ashera could clearly feel the rapid decline in her blood volume and attributes. The drop in blood volume was secondary, but the key was the drop in attributes, which made her hair stand on end. What's your relationship with that terrifying beast king? Why can I steal my power? Hurry up and get off this emperor's vicious bed. Naga Queen Ashera screamed. 2 of the 4 200-meter-long arms turned into sharp claws and quickly struck at Suchen. The other 2 held up a green shield and spread it out in front of her. And then quickly attached to the surface of the body. Magical skill Magic Shield. A light-colored blood bar of 100 million points immediately appeared on the top of Queen Naga's head. But this magic shield didn't give her enough sense of security. Because the 3 basic attributes are still being crazily plundered by Suchen. In order to avoid the Naga Queen's close attack, Suchen dodged and flew 300 meters away, using 100 times the attack range to launch a super long-range attack on the Naga Queen. Well, Suchen is not afraid of Queen Naga's attack, but the heavy blow effect brought by the latter's close attack is enough to knock him away. In this way, the crazy output time of Battle of the 8 Wastes is wasted. Seeing Suchen retreat, the Naga queen immediately swung her long tail and swept away. The latter relied on the semi-divine skill flicker to easily dodge. Just 10 seconds passed. Queen Naga was robbed by Suchen of nearly 1 million health points, 44,000 attack points, and 8149 defense points. Although this attribute is nothing compared to the massive attributes of Queen Naga. But this is a permanent attribute deprivation. The key is that the other party is still dealing crazy output at her. This feeling of constant loss of power made Queen Naga extremely uneasy. If things go on like this, one will wax and wane, and she will definitely be defeated. This is something the Naga Queen will never tolerate. Thunder and lightning, strong wind, listen to my command. Go berserk. Forbidden thunderstorm. Forbidden storm. Queen Naga screamed. Endless lightning suddenly burst out of his eyes. The forearms waved out countless violent wind elements. Boom. The sky darkened instantly. Thousands of thunder and lightning, entangled with the storm that condensed into wind blades, rolled up and crashed towards Suchen. The latter stood proudly motionless, still maintaining crazy output. Boom. Click. Chi. 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 Streaks of thunder and lightning and wind blades struck at Suchen. A dense immunity prompt immediately floated above the latter's head. Seeing that her two powerful magics were unable to harm Suchen, Queen Naga became furious. Thousands of thin snakes above the head were dancing wildly again. A pair of vertical pupils suddenly stared at Suchen. Magic skills petrochemical. Ding. You are under a god-level attack. This attack is invalid. Immunity. Forbidden curse extreme cold ray. Ding. This attack is invalid. Immunity. Multi-shot. The attack is invalid. Immunity. 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 In the eyes of the Naga royal guards, Naga siren elders, and the slaves and pirates on the coast, the Naga queen's attacks were enough to destroy the world. The blast hit Suchen, but there was no damage at all. On the contrary, Suchen felt better and more energetic the more he fought. Haha! The blood volume has almost increased to 2 million. Old witch, if you use a few more magic shields, Grandpa will have fun with you. Suchen looked at his three basic attributes, and they were soaring upwards. He was overjoyed. He couldn't help shouting to Queen Naga. At this time, the 20-second skill duration of Battle of the Eight Wastes has expired. Suchen activated it. Super Speed Evil Transformation, 6 times the attack speed and continued to fight against the Naga Queen. In 20 seconds, Suchen madly output more than 400 million real damage to the Naga Queen. Not only did he destroy a 100 million HP magic shield, also exploded the Naga Queen's own health to more than 300 million. The latter's health instantly dropped to less than 200 million. And because of the ebb and flow of attribute plunder, Suchen's attacks are getting higher and higher. Even if the attack speed is only 6 times now, Queen Naga can't last long. With her current blood volume, if she doesn't turn on the magic shield, Suchen can kill them all in just 1 minute. Explosion. The Naga Queen showed a rare hint of fear in her pair of vertical pupils. She is immune to attack and control, and her power has been stolen wantonly by the opponent. She has never encountered such an opponent. If she does not retreat, she will be a powerful Naga. The queen really has to be left in the hands of this unknown boy. Sea element. Heed the Emperor's call. Destroy all incoming enemies. Queen Naga danced wildly with her forearms. She actually summoned 10 giant sea elements with a height of 300 meters in one breath, surrounding Suchen. She herself flew madly towards the palace. With a roll of her long tail, she turned to stone. He took away the gongshaban and the silver ball above the magic circle, and then wanted to escape into the sea. Want to run? Is there anything so cheap? Suchen smiled coldly, and with a flash, he flashed out of the circle of sea elements, appeared on the head of Queen Naga, and directly hit heaven and earth, returning slash. Thousands of lightsabers struck the thin snake above her head. Cut off all of them. Immediately shaved the Naga queen bald. Then on the top of her head, crazy output began again. For a moment, blood and flesh spattered, and it was terrible. Naga Queen Ashera urgently held up a magic shield, and then quickly rushing towards the deep sea. After diving for 1,000 meters, Ashera thought about the dark depths of the sea and screamed. Soul-eating sea demon, how long do you want to watch the battle? The origin of this kid is unknown. If you kill me today, you will be the one who dies tomorrow. Suchen was shocked. Is there a god-level boss hiding nearby? It was pitch black in the deep sea. With Suchen's eyesight, he couldn't see what was hidden inside. Without thinking about it, he directly turned on the imperial power attribute of the artifact Unparalleled Crown and used the god-level power stored in it. Self-destruction, blasted towards the end of the deep sea. To avoid the opponent's evil tricks. Self-destruction, which was condensed to the extreme with a general level power, flashed into the deep sea with a wisp of crimson light. Not long after, in the darkness of the deep sea, a loud shout suddenly appeared that was so frightening that his voice changed. What the hell is this? Wait, I'm just passing by, no. Boom. A dot of crimson suddenly exploded at the end of the deep sea. It expanded 1,000,000 times in an instant. Like a hydrogen bomb, it boiled and vaporized all the surrounding sea water. With the huge pressure of the deep sea, it quickly rose. The remaining power will make the frightened Naga. The magic shield on the queen's body exploded instantly. Not only that, but also the body's health bar was completely emptied. The body of the Naga queen, which was 1,000 meters tall, was suddenly pushed upward by this huge high-temperature bubble. Rising. An immunity prompt floated crazily above Suchen's head, and his adaptive resistance resisted the high-temperature erosion that caused damage reaching god level. He also instantly rushed out of the sea like a rocket and rushed thousands of meters into the sky. The sea surface with a radius of hundreds of miles suddenly exploded. A huge mushroom cloud arose. 3 consecutive system prompts sounded in Suchen's mind. Ding! Congratulations on successfully killing the god-level Lord Boss Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera. Gain experience value *1 billion, leap level experience bonus. Obtained a reputation value of -1 billion from the Sea Clan. Ding! Congratulations on successfully killing the god-level Lord Boss Sea Demon Soul Eater. Gain experience value *1 billion, leap level experience bonus. Obtained a reputation value of -1 billion from the Sea Clan. Ding! Your current Sea Clan reputation has been wiped out by Ocean Overlord Leviathan, and you have gained Sea Clan reputation at 2 billion. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 309. Suchen, who was pushed up to an altitude of 3,000 meters by the high-temperature air waves, was speechless in his heart. Oh my god! This god-level self-destruction is too terrifying, it actually gave me a double kill. Fortunately, the self-destruction of the king of horrible beasts was prevented. Otherwise, none of the 4 Titan royal families would be dead. Suchen flickered and returned to the calmer sea next to him. Suddenly a sudden thought occurred in my heart. Before Queen Naga left, she seemed to have taken away the old man from Gongshaban. I wipe it? Could this old man be vaporized by the high temperature? At this moment, several black shadows came towards him from high altitude with a loud roar. Suchen quickly dodged. At the same time, he looked intently. Boom! A nearly 1,000-meter-long Naga Queen corpse was riddled with holes. Falling onto the sea surface, splashing huge waves. Boom! Then another 1,000-meter-long weird skeleton with only a skeleton fell onto the sea surface. Plop! A stone statue of a normal human body fell down again. Plop, plop, plop. The last large piece of blood of gods and demons crystallized like hail, a crystal ball wrapped in black demonic energy, and a small silver ball also fell. Suchen was stunned. He quickly turned on flashing. Take all these things back. Ding. Congratulations on obtaining the god-level material, the broken corpse of Poseidon Naga Queen Ashera *1. Ding. Congratulations on getting the god-level material Sea Demon Soul-Eating Skeleton *1. Ding. Congratulations on getting the artifact Solomon Crystal Ball *1. Obtain Blood of Gods and Demons *2000. Get Thin Ancient Bloodline *1. Ding. Mission Tips: congratulations on successfully rescuing the legendary NPC Gongshaban from the hands of Naga Queen Ashera. However, at this time, he was hit by the Naga Queen's god-level petrification spell, which requires the Naga Queen's eyes to remove it. Public transport class time is running out, you need to act as soon as possible. Suchen flashed back to Naga Imperial City first. The 8 desolate dragon knights and thousands of god and demon dragon knights were summoned from the dragon general's space. Clear out the remaining Naga forces in the Imperial City. He himself was alone in the palace, checking the results of this battle. The first is the 2 god-level materials obtained by killing the 2 sea gods. The shape of the sea demon's skeleton was really strange. Suchen couldn't figure out what it was even after looking at it for a long time. The whole body's bones were twisted into a ball, and he could just barely make out a pair of black spiral devil horns. Maybe it was deformed due to the self-destruction of a general with god-level power. Suchen stopped thinking about it. Take out the body of Naga Queen Ashera and use a heavy sword to dig out her only remaining eyeball. Ding. Task Tips: congratulations on successfully obtaining Naga Queen Ashera's eyes *1. Place it in front of Gongshaban, and the petrification spell will be released naturally. Please note that after the petrification spell is lifted, the lifespan of the legendary NPC Gongshaban is only 1 hour. Please cherish the last time you spend with him, you will benefit a lot. Suchen was shocked when he heard the mission prompt. I go. This old man only has 1 hour left to live. Looking at the stone statue like Gongshaban, Suchen felt sad. Speaking of the NPCs in the game, there were only a few that moved him. Muraden, the king of the Lonely Mountain; Kui Yuan, the Imperial City Guard; Roy, the slave of the Magic Island. Gongshaban is also considered one. This old man has been helping him selflessly since he appeared. The mechanism technique, the fragments of the heavenly book, and the broken gold mine all gave Suchen great help. After thinking about it, Suchen did not take it out immediately. Gongshaban's stone statue, let him live in this form for a while. Then he started to examine the artifact he obtained, Solomon's Crystal Ball. Solomon's Crystal Ball, Divine Power / Magic Power, 0. Level, God level. Function: by inputting divine power or magic power, you can briefly detect the information of any city on the God's domain continent, and even see through the situation inside the city building. Reconnaissance time equals divine power value in the crystal ball *1 second. Cooling time, 10 minutes. Description: the most beloved artifact of Sea Demon Soul Eater was given by the demon world Big Demon Solo. Sea Demon Soul Eater often uses this artifact to spy on the movements of the other 2 sea gods. Seize the opportunity. I wipe it. What a peeping artifact. Sea Demon Soul Eater. No wonder this old Yinbai suddenly appeared in the deep sea near Naga Imperial City. Was he planning to make a profit? Suchen looked at the Solomon crystal ball, his eyes brightened. He, the soul-eating sea demon is also dead unjustly. He never imagined that my brother would directly explode a self-destruction with the power of a general. He wouldn't even have time to escape, and he would be blown up into a skeleton, however, who told him to be malicious and a voyeur. Suchen put away this crystal ball and planned to use it to scout the cities of the Six Realms agent forces in the future. Especially the opponent's god level and even higher level power information. This way, he can know himself and the enemy, and not be too passive then. He took out the small silver ball he got then ancient bloodline. Ding. Mission tips: this silver ball contains almost all the bloodline power of the legendary NPC Gongshaban. It contains thin ancient blood. Ask Gongshaban and you will get information on how to use it. Suchen frowned slightly. It turns out that Gongshaban actually has ancient bloodline, no wonder he can feel the breath of ancient mineral deposits. But isn't it said that the ancient bloodline has been extinct a long time ago? In the ancient era, it was an era older than the six realms of gods and demons. How could Gongshaban have such ancient bloodline? Suchen was confused. But these problems will be solved once they are resolved. Gongshaban's petrification technique will naturally be answered. Suchen stopped thinking about it, took out the 2,000 copies of Blood of Gods and Demons obtained, and upgraded the holy skill God descends to earth. Ding. Consume Blood of Gods and Demons *100, and your skill God descends to earth has been upgraded to level 41. Ding. Consume Blood of Gods and Demons *100, and your skill God descends to earth has been upgraded to level 42. Ding. Ding. Consume Blood of Gods and Demons *100, and your skill God descends to earth has been upgraded to level 60. The level 60 God descends to earth can increase Suchen's all attributes by a full 70 times. In the previous battle with Naga Queen Ashera, Suchen robbed the opponent of a total of 2.21 million health, 90,000 attacks, and 17,500 points of defense. Plus his own original attributes. Suchen's three basic attributes are now: Life, 2,264,290. Attack, 191,394. Defense, 64,552. Turn on God descends to earth. If it increases by 70 times, the health value can directly increase to nearly 1.5 billion, the attack is more than 13 million, and the defense is 4.5 million. Proper true God level attributes. It can completely compete with 100% strength of true God hard steel. Even when facing a general with God level strength, the enemy can also retreat calmly. This time I fought against the Naga Queen and gained so much. The God level attribute plunder is so useful. From today on, when I meet with the Pope of the Church of Light again, I won't be as embarrassed as last time. Last time, it was just a projection of the Pope, forcing him to continuously use infinite fusion and escape all the way to Ludan City. In the end, it was the imperial power attribute of the artifact Unparalleled Crown that scared the opponent away, which can be said to be it's all about trying your best. Online games, I really don't want to have unlimited fusion. Author, 7 years. Chapter 310. Outside the palace, sounds of killing broke out. Elite units such as the Naga Royal Guards, Sirens, and Dragon Turtles are no match for the Gods and Demons Dragon Knights and the 8 Desolations Dragon Knights. Especially after the 8 Desolations Dragon Knight activated his magical skill Battle of the 8 Desolations, he became even more unstoppable. It didn't take long for the remaining Naga forces on the entire demonic island to be killed by Suchen's Dragon Riders. A total of 160 million experience points were harvested American Samoa, well as various level 70 and 80 bronze equipment, ordinary skill books, gold coins, etc., which were broken down into fusion points, and there were nearly 2 million fusion points. Wait until the last dragon turtle is stabbed to death by the god and demon dragon rider. A server-wide announcement floated in front of Suchen. Ding. Server-wide announcement. Dragon City Lord Junlin successfully occupied Naga Imperial City. Player Junlin gets add 5000 reputation value for all towns in the server. Ding. You get the 4th city, and the Dragon General level is upgraded to level 6. The maximum number of Dragon Knights you can have, 1 million. The maximum level that a Dragon Knight can improve is level 60. Has the maximum level of Dragon Rider reached level 60? Suchen listened thoughtfully to the prompt in his mind. The current Dragon Knight levels are all level 40. When he goes back, he will throw all the Dragon Knights into the 100 battles barracks to train again. Especially the 8th, the Wild Dragon Knight has been upgraded to level 60. I don't know to what extent the qualification star level will skyrocket. Inside the City of Victory built by the War Overlord Guild. At this time, an important meeting was being held at the guild building in the city. The War Overlord himself stood on the stage and introduced the situation of the guild, information about the City of Victory and his status in the Church of Light to the top politicians and plutocrats of Country M in the audience. From now on, Country M will fully use its national power to strongly intervene in the online game of God's domain. As the strongest War Overlord guild in the entire M service area, it naturally became their main target for wooing and integrating. The War Overlord himself also attaches great importance to the intervention of the state. This means that he, who was just a game expert before, will be able to rise to the top of the country and have greater power and status in the future. At present, the City of Victory built by our guild has successfully invited a branch of the Church of Light to settle in. I myself have become a senior missionary of the Church of Light. One level further up is the Cardinal. If the country invests heavily in our guild, it will only be a matter of time before we become a Cardinal of the Church of Light. At that time, you can command tens of thousands of Templar Knights and Inquisition army, and use the total war plot to conquer cities and territories, which will definitely get twice the result with half the effort. The strength of our North M service area will also continue to grow. The passionate speech of the War Overlord won the recognition of the top politicians and plutocrats in the audience. However, someone still raised a key question: how can you guarantee that before we reap the fruits of victory in total war, before we gain the throne of King's Landing? Will your Victory City be destroyed by King's Landing's Dragon City before you reveal your identity and destroy your body? The War Overlord smiled. He smiled very confidently. I have a way to make the Church of Light branch stationed in the City of Victory send a true God level 6 winged battle angel with 100% strength. There was a commotion in the audience. A military general was about to say something, but the War Overlord raised his hand to stop him. I understand your concerns. After all, this King's Landing has a record of killing a God-level Arctic Mosasaurus. But have you noticed that Junlin's kill record actually relies on Dragon City's defensive advantage? According to reliable information, the death of the extreme cold Mosasaurus was caused by a cluster of thousands of demigod-level engineering devices in Dragon City. In other words, Dragon City currently has no record of killing a true god with 100% strength in field battles or against sieges. In any war, the defending side always has a huge advantage. I have reason to believe that a true God level 6 winged war angel with 100% strength is sitting in the City of Victory. When he comes, he can only stay away. The dignitaries and plutocrats in the audience nodded their heads. To be on the safe side, we need to see with our own eyes your ability to descend into the full strength true God angel. I hope you can understand. After all, this is related to the interests and future of our Jeonbuk M. No problem. The War Overlord said confidently. After just 3 minutes, all the dignitaries and plutocrats left with satisfaction. The War Overlord stood on the stage, looking at the tens of thousands of empty seats under the stage, as if looking at the vast territory of the divine continent. He was full of pride. He waved to call a close aide and ordered, "We are about to receive a huge investment from the country. Tell those guilds in the North M service area that have received city building orders that if they do not surrender to the War Overlord Guild within 3 days, we will fight they surrender." Yes. The confidant responded with great excitement, looking at the boss with eyes filled with admiration. The war overlord stood on the stage with his hands behind his back, looking up out of the window. New information prompts were constantly appearing in the friend column. He knew that those messages were the well-informed Chables must already know the government's decision. They plan to send him money in advance. My era of war overlord is finally coming. The war overlord breathed out and suppressed the restlessness in his heart. He had been suppressed by King's Landing and suddenly received the support of the entire country, giving him the hope of becoming the overlord of one side. This made him feel a little unreal. The war overlord shook his head, mocking himself. He smiled. The confidant next to him smiled and said, "Boss, whoever achieves great things has not experienced hardships and dangers. To use the old saying of Country Z, are you extremely lucky?" The war overlord laughed. At this moment, a big red server-wide announcement floated in front of his eyes. Ding! Server-wide announcement. Dragon City Lord Junlin successfully occupied Naga Imperial City. Player Junlin gets add 5,000 reputation value for all towns in the server. The war overlord's eyes suddenly solidified. Naga, Imperial City. Quick! Go and find out quickly, what is the origin of this Naga Imperial City? Boss. The Naga Imperial City is a city built by the Naga tribe on the demonic island of the Endless Sea. In the city sits the Naga Queen, one of the 3 sea gods. Poseidon. The war overlord's body trembled, he swallowed hard, and asked with a bit of luck, what kind of strength is the Poseidon? Boss, 100% true god level Poseidon. According to official information, it seems to be even stronger than the extreme cold Mosasaurus. The war overlord staggered violently, and his complexion turned from green to white, and then from white to red. Bang! The war overlord, who was in a state of ups and downs and became angry, slapped his confidant in the face. He cursed loudly, "Is it going to be a good time? I don't want you to be paralyzed." Inside the Naga Imperial City Palace, Suchen let out a long sigh and placed 2 large bowls of fine wine in front of the stone statue of Gongshaban. Then he took out the huge eyeball of Queen Naga from the backpack space and placed it in front of the stone statue. Ding! You used Naga Queen's eyes to successfully remove the god-level petrified technique of the legendary NPC Gongshaban. Huge secrets and surprises are about to unfold. Please follow the footsteps of Gongshaban and go to the depths of Magic Island to explore. A wisp of strange power floated up from the huge eyes and wrapped around the stone statue of Gongshaban. The rocks on the latter's surface melted like snow. "Old friend, I thought I would never see you one last time." Gongshaban, who was about to reach the end of his life and had become very old, leaned on his iron staff and looked at Suchen with a smile. There was no fear of dying in his eyes. I could only feel happy and relieved to see Suchen.